Here we go, team. I've had my coffee. Today's a special one. I'm going to give you sneak peek access to one of my clients and what he's done so far, and just to show you the progress that you can make with just in a few weeks. Now, here's a big thing here. This is no big calorie deficits. This isn't just a food plan and a training plan. This isn't just any extreme training protocols. This is just by optimizing his health. Now, I always say this to people. People go straight in by putting in a calorie deficit. They go straight in at looking at diet before optimizing their health. They go straight looking at training before they optimize their habits. We take a different approach. And that's why we're different to 99% of coaches or trainers out there. Now, what we do when we get our clients' forms back and assessments back, the first thing that we actually do is we put them through 7 days of base camp, where we assess their blood pressure, their heart rate variability, which tells us about the nervous system, and their stress and the pressure that they're under. We also look at their blood sugar, we look at their sleep, and we get them to do a few cardiovascular tests just to see where they're at and the fitness is at and the health is at. Now, once we've got all this data back, we then obviously write up their training, their nutrition, their habits, depending on where they're at. And it's totally different for each person. Now, I'm going to share my screen here and just show you Sean. So I'll make this very clear so you can actually understand it. So look, when Sean first started, he was at 109 kilos. We're now down to 105.6. So 3 kilos lost in 2 weeks. That's pretty normal because you're going to lose a lot of water. You're going to lose a lot of inflammation. And obviously there will be an element of body fat there too. But that isn't the big thing. I was always expecting we're going to lose 2 or 3 kilos. 1, because we're in a calorie deficit. 2, I've removed inflammatory foods. 3, I've got him moving more. And 4, we've optimized his health. When he first started, his blood sugars, I think, was about 7 or 8, so slightly high. They're now down to 5 to 6s. So what does that mean? That means optimal energy, means more recovery, less brain fog. His brain's working better. He's handling stress better. He'll have less pressure. He won't be feeling anxious at all. His mood's a lot better. And that's what we try and build in the first phase. What we call our first phase of our program is called slingshot. We want to pull back before we push forward. Let's optimize your health. Let's optimize your mindset. Let's optimize your habits. Once you've got them under track and you've seen a bit of progress, you've built up your confidence and your belief that you can do it, bam, let's go and smash this. We're not comparing yourself to who you were in your 20s. We're not comparing yourself to who you want to be. Let's focus on now and optimize now. So look, here's his weight. Gone a little bit off track there. But anyway, here's his weight, 109 kilos down to 105. That's great. Pretty happy with that. Body fat, so his body fat when he first started was 31.4, now down to 29.2. His lean mass gone down a little bit. Once again, that will do. After we've got through the first 2 phases of our training system, we'll actually start changing his physique and we'll start building up his chest and his shoulders. So he's got a nice V taper there. And obviously we're renowned for our transformations. And I think people just think we train them like a bodybuilder, but it couldn't be further from the truth. We really focus on health first. That's our number 1 pillar. That's our core value. Then it's obviously working on our habits and working on our mindset. Then we optimize your training systems, but we want to get everything working and functioning a lot better first. And it's actually by doing the minimal dose required to get the optimal result. I can't remember this one. Resting heart rate's the same. I don't think we did blood pressure with Sean. So look, here's the interesting thing. So his neck, great. You always want your neck to go down, don't you? So that's not a big one, but his neck's gone down. This is the big one. So look at this, right? So 115 centimeter waist when he first started, right? Now, just after 2 weeks, so you can see there from the 7th to the 21st of September, he has lost 8.5 centimeters from his waist. So that's 3.5 inches. Now, has that come from an 800 calorie diet? Has that come from fasting? Has that come from doing 2 hours cardio a day? Has that come from training twice a day or training some silly protocols? Has that come from a juice or shake diet? No, none of that. And I'm going to show you actually what we've done with Sean's food in a minute and then the deficit we put him under. But once again, this is the power of sorting your sleep out. This is the power of sorting your blood sugar out. This is the power of optimizing and managing your gut health. This is the power of taking control of our nervous system, what's happening right now. Look at this. We have dropped an astronomical amount of inches off his waist, 3.5 inches. You can imagine that's going to be 1 to 2 jean sizes in 2 weeks. And this is the thing. It doesn't feel like a chore. It doesn't feel aggressive because he's eating more food than probably what he ate before. It's going to feel like it anyway because he's eating real nutritious whole food. And this is the power of sorting your health first. If you go into an 800 calorie diet, right, and you're already stressed, you're already inflamed, it's going to be more stress, more taxing on the body. Start off with a small deficit. I always say to people the first week, look, this is why we test all your data. It's a bit boring, but we do this so we can find out what's going on with you. And 9 times out of 10, we found something that the client is unaware of or as a blind spot or something that we can do to optimize it. And the next one, look at his hips. So his hips was 113. down to 109, 4 centimeters, that's 1.5 inches off his hips. His thighs and calves will roughly stay the same throughout this whole thing, maybe getting slightly bigger as we move it down the different phases, which is great. Now, look, we track everything with our clients, and this is his nutrition graph. So you can see that Sean, his baseline calories I've actually built in to start with are 2,400. I think it's like 20% carbohydrates to start with. As we move forward, people always think that we go lower carb or anything like that. No, we go higher carb. As we optimize your health and as we optimize your body and we get leaner and we get more insulin sensitive, we will give you more carbohydrates. And so you can build that into your own plan and own system. But initially, we're going to start off lower carbohydrate, not 0, but 20% here. So this is 2,400 calories as a baseline that Sean's working off, and he's pretty damn accurate with this. This is really, really good. It's only 10, 11 o'clock right now, so he wouldn't have had all his calories today. But you can see here is really accurate. Same again with his carbohydrates. He's pretty much, I'd say, he's winning 5 days out of 7 right now, which is awesome to get those level of results. His fat, once again, is really accurate. His protein's really accurate. And you see his macro distribution here. He's roughly in about 20 to 23% carbs, fats around about 35 to 40%, and his protein's around 35 to 40% as well. So you can see all in all, it's pretty damn accurate. Now, obviously steps as well. Oh God, Sean, I'm gonna have to have a word with you about this. So we always, look, this is pretty good. So you can see when Sean first started, I think, I'm just gonna have a bit of coffee. His steps was roughly about 4,000 or 5,000. I've given him a baseline target of 7,000 here, and you can see he's crushing that. I mean, even some days he's done 18,000. So you can see here why he's dropping body fat so quick. His sleep. So we're tracking his sleep, and you can see on average, I think when he first started as well, it was even less than this the first week before we tracked it. So you can see here from 5 hours now to consistently hitting 7 hours, which is great. And even one day we're 8 hours too, which I don't think he's done forever, really. Exercise, yep, we're not going to run through that one now. Then also what we do with our clients is we track habits. So we've got certain habits that we have got for Sean to put in straight away. We've got his 10K steps target that he's got to do every day. He's drinking coffee with no milk or sugar. We've got 1 act of self-care a day. So that's going to come from journaling, meditation, and stuff like that. He's also tracking his preparing his own meals, tracking his health markers. And with our app as well, we can keep him accountable to this. We can see what he's doing well and what he's struggling with. And we can see then as well how many days he's completed and his longest streaks. And to get an 8-day streak in only 2 weeks in is really impressive. Now, he's also got different habits as well that he's doing. So he's doing breath work every day and he's doing some mobility every day. Once again, all we're trying to do in the first month is just prime his body. So after month 1, when we've lost another inch and a half, lost another kilo, and his health is even better, his blood sugar levels are even more stable. We're getting 7 hours good sleep a day, and everything's just functioning a lot better. No digestive issues. I'm pretty happy with that. His body's functioning. We'll start to turn up the heat on his training a little bit more. But this right now, a lot of people go 0 to 100 with the training, with their nutrition. They feel like shit. They can't sustain it. They fall off. We go the other way. Start first. Let's use a tiny habit approach. Implement these tiny habits that are really easy. We keep them accountable on this app and look at these results. Absolutely amazing. Like I said, we've also got breath work and mobility that we are doing. I'll just actually show you. So what we've got here as well is this is Sean's calendar. So we can see every day what he's got to do. So the habits he's got to do, the training he's got to do, if he's got to upload his photos or his measurements, track his health markers, use our check-in sheet. He knows exactly every day what he's got to do. So once he's got that focus, he's got that direction, he's avoiding all distractions, he fucking cracks on with it. He knows exactly what he's got to do. We've got all we're doing initially to start with as well for Sean is really, really simple. We're just doing some meditations, walking. I've got him doing a Cooper test this week just to assess his VO2 max and some breath work. That is all he's doing. And he's also got some mobility that we're doing as well every single day. Really, really easy to start with. He's not actually doing anything exercise-wise yet. He's not really doing anything too strenuous yet, right? And already he's seen these massive changes, these massive improvements that he is making on a daily basis. Now, this is just a start. Wait till I get him in the gym. Now, look, you can see here, look, as well, Sean, when I'm showing you these. This is his front photo. So this is from 2 weeks ago. Just 2 weeks, bear in mind, we haven't hit the gym yet. We haven't done anything strenuous. So this is on the 8th of September that Sean uploaded this photo. Got to move my photo. I can't see where I put it. There. Okay, and then look on the 22nd. Just look at that change already. I said on our check-in call yesterday, bloody hell, Sean, you look about 10 years younger. And he just looks totally different. And this is incredible. For 2 weeks with no gym, just optimizing his health, just optimizing his habits, build it into a system that can work for him long term. Because if we build the system in right now, we build these foundations nice and fucking strong, when I give him the training, he's ready. When I give him the nutrition, he's ready. When I give him the next level of tracking, he's ready. And each week, like this week as well, we started to build in new habits. We're reading 10 pages of a book a day. And we're starting to, every week, we're building the next level, next level, next level, next level. All my guys that are working with me are doing really well in their profession or whatever they're doing. So, and they're a dad, they're a leader, they've got so much pressure, so much stress. So I can't give them 2 hours cardio a day. I can't give them 2 hours training a day. I've got to give them stuff that can work long term. And that's why I like to drip feed them stuff. So each time they move to that next level, each time they move to that next layer, that next layer, that next layer. And this is just to show you how well Sean's doing. I mean, look, I said to Sean with this, let me just get his waist measurement up. Where is it? Body measurements, right here. So on this waist measurement, look, 8.5 centimeters, people will be happy with that in 7 or 8 weeks. And I guarantee people won't even drop that in 12 weeks or 20 weeks on their own. And this is just the power of having focus, the power of having accountability, the power of adding roadmap and a direction. Now, Sean trusts this process. Sean's going to kill it. And I'm going to show you Sean's progress in another 4 weeks and 12 weeks, because this is going to be a game changer result. I put on a post, or the post is going out tomorrow. I have personally, not the company, personally done over 1,400 transformations now. The company's done well over 2,000. But this, I want to show you guys from the back end what can actually be done when you use this system. When you focus on your habits, your mindset and your health first, then you focus on your training and your nutrition, rather than doing a bodybuilder's diet, a bodybuilder's training that you can't sustain. You're a dad, you're a leader, you've got pressure, you've got stress, you're a busy man. Doing it this way is far better and it's far more sustainable. So look, I hope this, I'm just going to stop my share. Hopefully this, I just want to show you the back end of some of my guys that are thriving right now. We've got well over 100 guys absolutely crushing it right now. And I'm super proud of my team and super proud of what they're achieving. So if any of you guys are struggling, any of you guys got any questions, you're fed up of not changing, you're fed up of being sick, fed up of being tired, fed up of having low energy, fed up of not having the body that you want or the confidence you want, don't be scared, man. Reach out. Reach out to me or reach out to me on the team, because there's shit that we can do to change it. So look, hope this video helps and I'll speak soon.